just going to produce lots of Dryads, which would pretty much be the standard. But on the other hand, with that Dark Ranger, I'm not so sure. I mean, yeah, I'm not so sure, given that he's gotten a Dark Ranger there, that he would be going for mass Dryads, although it seems like the natural strategy. Check now with the Panda. Panda going for the Death Knight, not going to get a kill, obviously. But going to be a bit annoying. Death Knight, okay, this is a little I don't know about careless, but risky by Yane. He's running his Death Knight towards Czech's base, and he could not have known that the army was out of position there. That was a very risky way to run the Death Knight. Now he's leaving it over there. He might have to. This could end very badly for Yane. He might end up being forced to TP out because, okay, he's managed to scout the Expo, but his Death Knight is quite low. Getting hit a couple times by the Ancient of Wonders, and here comes the Dark Ranger, and Yane is not withdrawing his Death Knight very fast, only at 147 health. I really don't think this is going to end well for him, although Czech, unfortunately for him, is creeping the camp. I mean, this is a good choice. It's definitely a worthwhile thing to do. But, and by the way, using that illusion there to bait the poison away from his archers. So, well done. And now this could be horrible. Yane running his Death Knight. Oh, wow. Yeah, Czech not quite reacting fast enough, and Yane reacting just fast enough. Now that Panda coming around. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, that would have worked a lot better for Czech if those creeps had not come out and attacked his illusion. He might have been able to bait the Death Knight into turning around because he thought the Panda was coming or something. And now with that Death Knight so low, this is going to be a factor in the upcoming battle because obviously that Death Knight is going to have to be very careful, and Yane is actually going to have to back off. Yane is at tier 3 now, I think. Yeah. And getting Ghoul Frenzy, getting an Obsidian Statue, and researching a Destroyer form after that. So, meanwhile, Czech, though, creeping right on his opponent's side of the map, and Czech is gaining a pretty good advantage in this game just by doing this, creeping on his opponent's side of the map, getting a hero level advantage. He's level 3-2, whereas Yane is, what, 1-2-1. So yeah, full level advantage. And that Death Knight's still quite low. Looks like Yane putting down a Skull of Blight, so maybe thinking about expanding there. Once again, the Panda illusion coming out to bait the poison away. And like I said, this is a very nice tactic. Also, the skeletons being used to bait the poison, but now the battle beginning, but nice Breath of Fire, they're getting all the ghouls. Checking a little bit of bad position. I don't think he'll end up TPing here, actually. I was saying he would, but given that he has a lot of dark minions here, I don't think he'll have to TP. I think he'll probably be able to win this battle. And now here come the Dryads. So, yeah, Czech gaining the upper hand easily here, actually. With a huge number of dark minions. Both heroes for the undead, very low. Destroyer's out now, so Destroyer form just upgraded, but it's a little too late. Those Destroyers are not going to do much by themselves. Dark Ranger trying to kill that Death Knight. Actually, this Death Knight may be in big trouble. Wow, level up nice. Oh, what? Okay, Breath of Fire wouldn't have done enough anyway, but I would have expected a Breath of Fire coming out there from the Panda, but no. That was not a very useful Breath of Fire. The Panda wasting its mana a little bit there. Couple Claws of Attack, +6 on the Panda. And now, looks like... Sorry about the map control, I'm not doing well. Czech is trying to take down Yane's expansion. He's going to be successful at that. On the other hand, though, his Death Knight is... Sorry, Dark Ranger is very low, using the Envold Pot, which he got from that creep camp steal. He just staffed out his Panda. So, Czech retreating now. I'm a little surprised that those two Destroyers were so influential, but... Yeah, Czech losing a lot of units there. And he almost got the Death Knight kill, but not quite. One more hit would have done it. Which is too bad for him. Meanwhile, though, Yane really trying to establish this expansion, putting up his Ziggurat this time in front of the gold mine. And this is really risky, trying to expand here. I mean, Czech has expanded, but it might have been better to make an assault on the expansion, or to do the traditional Gargoyle Harass, rather than to go for this unusual strategy. And right now, Yane does not have much to show for it. He's got 2 Destroyers out in the field and nothing else. Against Dryads, those Destroyers are going to do nothing, and Czech is building up a pure Dryad army, so I'm not sure this is going to go very well for Yane, and trying to expand, but there's no way that he can keep this expansion up against this horde of dryads to do piercing damage. The only chance the Czech really has is to kill the Dark Ranger, which is low, but the Death Knight is going to go down first. And oh no, TP, very nice timing on the TP. So the Dark Ranger is probably going to go down here. No, Potion, nice. So Potion keeps the Dark Ranger alive, but now Lich getting in big trouble. The Lich is just going to go down right there with the Death Knight having been forced to TP away, and Yane is not going to be able to defend this expansion. It's going to lose his. Okay, actually, Yane just GG's right there. I guess that was justified, but it seems a little bit premature. He hadn't lost the game yet. He had only lost his expo, but he was obviously at a pretty big disadvantage, so he just GG's out. Doesn't want to play it. That puts mTw up 2 games to 1 in this series, which, as I'll remind you, is the best of 7. So 4 games are required to win. mTw will have to win 2 more, or Delta will have to come back with 3 wins. So, yeah, and Czech playing very well, handling Yane's somewhat unorthodox strategy very well, and basically clobbering it, which is exactly why you don't tend to do that in this matchup. Anyway, yeah, thanks for listening. This is Anonymous.